Hello children, I welcome you to attend the video class for the students of class 9 studying in North Sigip Academy. This is in continuation of the lesson or the chapter, the human resource from your economics book. And today we are going to take up the topic human capital. Human capital, as we have already understood, refers to the human resource. Human resource is a very important resource which in turn utilizes the other natural resources. We have already understood that it is the human resource which make use of the other resources. No country can be developed, no country can progress if the human resource is not utilized properly. So this topic, human capital, refers to the stock of skill and productive knowledge embodied, which is there in human being. Population becomes human capital. The human being or the population becomes capital, human capital, when it is provided with proper or better education, proper training and good healthcare facilities. This way, human resource can turn into human capital. So, by now we are aware that human capital or human knowledge, human beings are very important resource for a nation. Now, the quality of population, it depends upon the literacy rate, how far the people are educated or literate there, the life expectancy, how long the people can live a healthy life, and the skill formation acquired by the people of a country. Human being becomes human capital when they are provided with the proper education which increases the literacy rate. If they have got the better medical facilities, then the life expectancy increases. They can live healthy and long life. Similarly, the skills can be formed if they are provided with the best or the proper kind of educational system. To make human capital or to improve the human capital, education plays very important role. We have already discussed about this in the previous lesson also. Hence, the role of education is very important because education is the most important component of human resource development. It is education which enhances knowledge, it increases the human capacity, which in turn makes use of the other resources properly. Education contributes towards the growth of society. It increases or it enhances the national income. It also improves the cultural richness and it also increases the efficiency or the productive capacity of the people, which leads to the efficiency in governance as well. So education plays very important role. It is in fact the backbone. It plays very pivotal role for the development of human capital. Hence, for the development of human resource and to make or turn it into human capital, the role of education is very important. Education is the most important component of human resource development. It is, in fact, it is education which makes the human being capable, which makes the human being able to utilize the other resources. Education contributes to the growth of society. It enhances the national income. It also increases or it also improves the cultural richness and it increases efficiency of the governance as well. Hence, education plays pivotal role for the development of nation. And it is the education which turns human being into human capital. After education, here we can see the picture of children getting education. After education, next important thing or the requirement to turn human being into human capital is health. Health is very important component of human resource development. If we are healthy, then we can become asset for the nation. efficiency of workers or the ability of workers largely depends on their health. India also has built up a vast healthcare infrastructure, but it still needs to do much more in the field of health. So health also is very, very important for turning human resource into human capital. If a person is healthy, if people are healthy, then they can do many work, many tasks, they can perform everything with efficiency, and they in turn, they become the human capital. Hence, health also plays very important role in the human resource development. So children, we have understood that human resource is very, very important for the development of any other resources, and to turn human being into resource, role of education and role of health is very, very important. Now we will move on to the next topic, that is unemployment. Unemployment is said to exist when people who are willing to work at the prevailing wage rates cannot find job. It is a condition in which people who are ready to work are not able to get any job. And when we talk about unemployed people, we refer to those in the age group of 15 to 59. This means that the people, if they are in between the age of 15 to 59, and if they are able to do work, but they are not able to find any work, that condition is known as the unemployment condition. Children below the age of 15 years and the old people who are above the age of 60 cannot be considered as unemployed people because they are the dependent population. So we need to differentiate here that unemployed people are those people only who belong to the age group of 15 to 59. Now, after understanding the concept of unemployment, let us try to know the nature of unemployment in India. In India, basically, there are two types of unemployment, that is seasonal unemployment and disguised unemployment. Seasonal unemployment occurs when people fail to get work during some months of a year. Especially this happens in agricultural segment or the agricultural sector. When the farm laborers are not able to get the job in between the period of sowing of the seed and the harvesting time, when they do not have any work to do in the field, that kind of unemployment is known as the seasonal unemployment. Basically, this is found in the agricultural sector. Now, the next kind of unemployment or the next type of unemployment is the disguised unemployment. It is yet another kind of unemployment which is also found in the rural areas. Such kind of problems arise due to extensive pressure of population on agriculture. This is the type of unemployment when more people are involved in the field when the less number of people are required. Disguised unemployment refers to a situation where the number of workers in a job is more than actually required to do the job. The extra number of workers are employed, but they are not actually required or needed. Increase in unemployment is an indication of depressed economy. That means if the unemployment rate increases, then it hampers the economy of a nation as well. So these are the two types of unemployment, that is seasonal and the disguised unemployment. Here we can see the picture of people working in the field. This work could be done by only two persons, but we can see here that 4 people are involved. This type of unemployment, where the extra number of people are involved, is known as the disguised unemployment. Now, after understanding the concept of unemployment and knowing the different types of unemployment like seasonal and disguised unemployment, let us see the consequences of unemployment. The first consequence, as we all know, is that it leads to wastage of manpower. If the people who are willing to work, if the people who are ready, who are able-bodied people they are willing to work but they are not able to get any job, then it leads to the wastage of manpower. Similarly, it also tends to increase the economic overload for the nation. This in turn causes dependence of the unemployed people in the working population. If large number of people are there who are not able to work, who are unemployed, if their number is more, then it obviously causes the overburden to the working population. Similarly, unemployment may also lead to increase in social unrest and tension. If people are not able to get job, if people are not able to find any work, then they will enter into the antisocial activities. They will go into the activities which are not acceptable. So that in turn leads to increase in social unrest and social tension. With this, we have come to the end of the chapter. I hope that you have understood. Till we meet next, be studying. Thank you.